bestest friends. Trying to get there. No current live streams. What am I doing wrong? Like, everything was working really well yesterday. I don't know why today it's not so much. Okay, let's go back to... There we go. Okay. I think it's starting to work. Let's refresh that. And then... Docs. Chat. Holy shit, good morning, Foibles. Yeah, I did the thing. Sort of. I woke up at like 7. I didn't get out of bed till 8. And then, I was gonna come down, like, that was the idea, was to be ready by 8, but I was like, a little bit after 8's fine, but it wasn't until, I didn't even get in the garage until like 8:15, because if you look at my newest YouTube short, I fucking spilled my oatmeal. So, figured I'd just throw that up just for prosperity's sake, because dog shit. Oh my god. How are you doing, bud? Just bright and early in this wonderful morning. So, I don't have... Yeah, I think I remember a few days ago on the, like, yeah, the stream that I had come back, right? And then near the end of it, I got that weird DM thing on Instagram, like the book-related thing. I humored the person, and it's not... How do I describe this? I wouldn't consider it necessarily full-on a scam. It isn't, but there are a bunch of issues with the project. I've talked with the person, and the project's compelling, but there's certain elements to it that do rub me the wrong way. Doing all right, just chilling. That's fucking sick, man. Yeah, so long story short, it is a collaborative project with multiple authors, but the problem that I have is that obviously even when it comes on KDP, when you collaborate with authors, you can add when you submit the novel, you can contribute other authors to that line of work. However, at the end of the day, royalties will only go to whoever uploaded it. And I understand that she has not really sure how to divvy out royalties between people. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's usually something a publishing company knows how to do. But, you know, even though she says that she taunts herself out, like she doesn't go off of her author name. That's already like kind of sketch. Like, and I'll be honest, I think this person just doesn't fully I'm trying to say it in the nicest way possible, because their creative idea is actually really good, but the way that they run things business-wise, I even told them it's kind of dog shit. I pointed out all the fucking issues with a lot of her stuff. So one of the big things is, let's break it down, because I do find this interesting, and I'll talk about this. Because as a writer, I like to do creative stuff. I've got 3 projects this year. 2 of them are already like accounted for, so this is a cool third one, right? Well, the idea is it's a collaborative effort from different authors, and the way that it works is when someone finishes a story, someone else can pick up that story and find another story in the series and try to connect it. Which, okay, I mean, it might be. Wait, what's the full story here? Okay. So check it out. I got a really weird message on Instagram. It was right before the end of the first stream I did. I think it was, Saturday or whatever. So I get this message, and it's like Stephanie James Publishing. And anything with publishing in the title, because I write books, I get a tremendous amount of people that obviously want to scam me. Or they want to act like they're going to do me a favor, and all they need is like $100 or so that my book can be crazy successful. All this shit. And it's like, the thing is, I always respond the same. It's like, I have a $0 marketing budget, so I do not care. If my books get seen, awesome. But I have zero money that I could ever even consider putting into advertising my books. And I've tried. I've tried on Amazon, and I did nothing but fucking lose money. Tried myself with the SEO stuff. I tried with Publisher Rocket, and I also actually even went out and hired someone to help market my book. And all of the money that I spent in trying to market my book, I ended up probably selling maybe 2 or 3 copies. Was not fucking worth it. So who gives a shit? I don't know who James... It's just Stephanie James Publishing. I probably even said that wrong. I don't really pay attention to a lot of the shit. But I think that's the name. Anyway, getting back to the point. So she has this idea of an ongoing project that she's been working on collaboratively with other authors. And I'm like, sweet, cool, awesome. I wouldn't mind being a part of a collaborative effort. And she kind of goes into what the creative element is that, but the terminology that she uses really confuses me, so I'm going to try to just give you the answer instead of telling it the way that she told it, because it took a while of trying to get the specifics out of her, because she's using phrases and terminology that are accurate and they're acceptable. I'm just unfamiliar with them. So, anyway, where was I? Yeah, so she, basically it's like a choose your own adventure thing. And there's a bunch of different authors and there's different books. And then kind of as you go through the books, when you finish one, you can pick up and any other book in the series and decide where you want the story to turn. And so creatively, it kind of sounds fun. The one big element is when you get to the end, because obviously structuring it that way, you create an Ouroboros, which would be fine to kind of loop things back into themselves, which I think would be really dope if it were like a time travel thing, but it's not. So kind of, as it stands, it's like, I don't know, like I need to read the books that she suggested so I can get a first-hand account. I'm just going off of descriptions currently. But anyway, so the idea was that different authors would tackle different portions of the book. And after talking with her, I was like, okay, so hypothetically, like if I were to, something that's easier for me, because I already have worlds established, if I continue the storyline of this character, but just put them in my world, which isn't difficult because that's kind of how the other authors are going. Some of them are just verbatim continuing the story as is, and some of them are whisking that character off to wonderful places. So I do feel like it's fitting for me to include the Demon in the Bottle universe, because if at any point in time the character dies in one of the other stories, it could immediately pick up into Demon in the Bottle, or the Demon in the Bottle universe. It wouldn't deal with the same cast of characters, you know what I'm saying? But that's kind of like where I got my creative spark, and like where I could, contribute to a project like this, because it does sound like fun. Now you got to remember, at this point, I wasn't expecting any kind of pay. If anything, I was expecting them to charge me for me to be a part of this project, which absolutely fucking not. This is a fun exercise that I will do as part of a group indie author collaboration thing, but I'm not gonna just pay you to also write. And then here's the kicker, because she's so like worried about how the royalties are, part of the agreement is that people, when they contribute their stories, they lose all rights to whatever they've written. And I'm like, well, then essentially you're looking for ghostwriters. And she's like, well, technically no, because your name is there and your bio will be on my website. And I'm like, okay, you know what I mean by that. You're looking for people to write content for free and that you can profit off of. And so we kind of went back and forth on it, and I do believe that it's not so much that she's trying to siphon a bunch of money, because let's face facts. I've kind of looked at these Amazon listings. These books are doing no better than my own. So she's not making a ton of money as is off of these things. So that's just the fucking truth and reality of it, man. It's not trying to be mean or whatever, but we look at things for what they are. We try to validate, right? Anyway, I was going somewhere with this. Yeah, but the rights thing I had an issue with. And I get it from her perspective. It's because it's a lot to handle, because she's not actually a professional at this. She is not actually a publishing company. She's using that like to advertise herself, but she's not. In no way, shape, or fashion has anything that she's done been like a publishing company. She's basically acting just as an indie author that's looking to bring people in for a cool side project. But her huge focus is on pushing the publishing element of it, which, not gonna lie, I might want to have to tell her this, very scammy. It comes off very like, it's one of those things where it's like it's a lot of words to explain what they're doing when it's easier to look them right in the face and say, we both know what you're fucking doing here. Okay? Do I have to really go in and explain the mental manipulation you're doing with this? But like I said, the project itself, I think, sounds fun. I think it sounds creative. But the big problem I have is giving up the rights. And you know, we went back and forth about that, and I basically was like, hey, as far as the rights are concerned, if that's a hard path, if that's a hard thing for you, that's a hard thing for me as well. Like, I don't mind, you know, being a part of a group thing. Like, even if I'm not making money off of it, I think it would be cool to get my name out there and be a part of this cool thing. But the part that kind of makes me not care about it so much is because the main emphasis all circles back to completing novels that she can upload to KDP and then make money from. That's the part that, because like so many times the conversation kind of went back there, you know, the nuances of how that's going to work. And so basically, I will look into it, the other stories, but you know, kind of, she even knows that like my kind of hard pass on it. And the thing is, I gave her so many examples. Let's say that, you know, whether or not I include something of my own, or let's say I make something original and it's a part of this series. Let's say that this series that has a few readers, but let's say eventually it picks up some steam and like a couple thousand people are reading it, and like they really like it, and they want to reach out to other authors that wrote stories and like, hey, that storyline you made was really cool. Can you continue that? We can't, because we didn't even sell the rights. We gave the rights away. We have no right to any of the material that we wrote. So even if we wanted to do something on our own, legally we would not be allowed to. And she kind of gives a response like, oh, it would be okay for you to do your own thing. No. When you say we give up our rights, legally that's what that fucking means. At that point, we can no longer touch our own creation. And so trying to explain that to her, you know, I gave different examples. So like, prime example, let's say I wanted to use one of my own universe things, Demon in a Bottle. And if I were to use that and then be a part of your project, even though Demon in a Bottle I started it way before I met you, and I have plans to continue it because it's still ongoing, the moment that I do this project with you, I am never allowed to touch any of my Demon in the Bottle stuff ever again. And, you know, that's what I explained to her, and that's kind of the problem that you're going to run into if this is like your hard sell. And it's basically because when she makes royalties off of this, she doesn't want to have to split the royalties between all the individual authors. Now, if each, and here's the thing that gets me, KDP has pretty good recording, pretty accurate reporting, right? So if I sell 100 books, it'll say how many books I sold, and it will give me a breakdown of where all the money went and eventually how much is coming to me, right? It's not fucking hard for you to do a quarterly system as a fucking publishing company to where every quarter you look at the books that of authors. Like, all right, so this book, Rides on Reads, this had myself plus 1, 2, 3 contributors. Because mostly what I'm doing is publishing. My overall cut is, let's say, 30%. And these other two guys, that gets dispersed between the two of them. And you do that every 4 months. So this whole thing about her like, oh, I don't know how to do the royalties and stuff. I literally just explained it to you. You open up an Excel spreadsheet. You keep track of all, and this is just doing it the slow way. There's definitely like accounting software and stuff that you could have this done automatically. So the fact is that I've never done anything like this, or even considered doing anything like this. This is all new to me, and right off the top of my head, I came up with a very viable solution, and that's what I told her. It's like, everything I'm telling you, it's like the creative idea is good. Automatic forever, bro. Hell yeah. Dude, I like, what is it? I'm a big fan of automatic cars because I'm relatively lazy. But I'll tell you what, man, there's something about A manual transmission that just fucking makes you feel manly, dude. You're doing the clutch at just the right time. Oh my god. The one thing I don't like about driving clutch is that rollback on stops. When I lived in Washington, whenever I would visit Seattle, because Seattle has a lot of roads that are like on a hill, so you're at the stoplight and everyone wants to be like right on your fucking ass. And that moment that you pull off the brake and kind of inch back. So if you do the thing where it takes 2 seconds. Dude, I hyper-analyze fucking everything. Like, I don't want to deal with people. The last thing I want to do is accidentally roll back and touch someone's bumper. Now I gotta have a conversation with them. I don't mind taking responsibility if I've done something wrong, but it'd be so cool if, like, I got out of the car, he got out of the car, we both looked at each other, we nodded, and then we handed each other insurance information, each other's phone numbers, gave each other a copy of our driver licenses, nodded once again, never said a fucking word to each other, got back in our car and left. That would be fucking heaven for me. The best experience I can ever have in an Uber is if I get in that thing and he never says one fucking word to me. And here's the thing, y'all know I don't tip. If I get in an Uber and from point A to point B, the driver acts like I'm a fucking ghost, I will fucking tip the shit out of that guy. Because for me, that's what I like. We need to go back to bucket seats. What the fuck's a bucket seat? We might be a few generations removed, man. What the hell's a bucket seat? So, yeah, I mean, I'm not, like, tripping over the book thing. Like I said, it does sound like a fun project to be a part of, but it's like the business element to it. That chick needs to, like, she's trying to play publisher when she's most likely a stay-at-home mom. Like, I don't know anything about this woman. This is literally just me off the rip. And, everyone deserves a hustle. Everyone, but it kind of, what it feels like? It feels like either she's, like, trying to do some elaborate scam like you guys are thinking. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it could be like some elaborate scam money thing to try to rip people like me off, or, which I'm kind of leaning towards, that she's actually being more genuine with it. I think that she's biting off more than she can chew. Like, she's making a publishing company and then getting a whole bunch of people together, but the thing is, the way publishing companies work, you don't just upload, like, because they're all using KDP because KDP is free, right? So once again, it's like, it's really like she's trying to do this publishing company thing, but she's using free resources that anyone else can do. And so because of that, it's like, it seems kind of pointless. It's like, okay, what are you doing? Like, it's like playing doctor or playing pretend. Like, she's pretending that, like, she's something more big than what she really is, Cars you can fucking, hell yeah, bro. Get her done. But, no, like, real talk, man. Real fucking talk, dude. The creative thing, that actually does interest me. I do think it's a good creative idea. And the way that, like, I made it make sense for her was like, alright, think of it like this. Think of it like this. What if this was like a YouTube thing? Like, and we made, like a choose your own adventure thing. We kind of planned it out. Obviously, it'd take months to kind of to make sure you do it right. Plan it out, write the stories, make sure that they're cohesive and connected. And then each independent author has their own YouTube channel, and they put up YouTube videos. So as you're kind of bouncing through the story, you're seeing different YouTube channels, and you can also see other things that they've done. Because the nature of clicking around like that, unless someone makes a playlist, then oh well. But, by and large, you're going to be able to see different people, right? That's the idea, which I think sounds really cool. That would be extremely intensive. People have done things like that on YouTube, like being able to bounce around connected videos and stuff. Some are easier than others. There's one that Tom Scott did that was like a math-related one, and it was thousands of videos all to do the thing. Because, anyway, I'm not going to go into it. That's fucking dumb. But it's cool. It's cool. Me going into it, but being able to hardly articulate what it was, that's dumb. Because I can hardly remember anything. I kind of vicariously just live in the moment. Also, sorry about the camera constantly doing this. I'm working with what I got, fam. But y'all are here for the voice, not for the face. So what's up? What are we doing today? So the idea was to like stream until 10, but obviously I didn't kind of get out until a little later. So I want to have a little bit of fun with you guys. So I think the first thing that we're gonna do, turn these fucking headphones on. Why is this having such an issue? Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about my morning because holy shit. Make sure. Did the music stop? I guess I never started playing it. Play AC6. Ew. I don't know if you guys actually want me to play something, because I'm horrible at like playing video games and interacting with chat. And besides, my skill isn't good, so what am I gonna do? Like, no. Okay. I still gotta figure out better ways to have this done, but let me show you this. This is what happened this morning. So I'm coming in here to get the live stream going, and had my coffee underneath this. This was on top. As soon as I closed the door behind me, it just fell. That sucks. I'm gonna go make another before I start the stream. Fun fact, our pigeons laid an egg. So I'm coming in here to get the anyway, yeah, that's what happened. Dropped my fucking oatmeal, man. Wasn't happy. But, you know, you just gotta scrape it up off the ground, you'll be alright. Move on. Alright, we don't need to see that shit. AC6, I'm trying to remember AC6. Oh! Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Armored Core 6. That's what you meant. Because I was talking about Assassin's Creed yesterday and how dog shit it is now. Totally forgot about AC6. I'm slowly going through trying to get my S ranks, trying to get my logs. Some missions are easier than others. But yeah, it's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of a grind with the S ranking. Like, there are some levels I've gotten A's, and I'm like, dude, what else do I have to do? I've minimized damage taken. I've minimized my ammunition cost. I've gone through and, you know, speed run the fucking thing. But then it's like they also want you ass creep. Yeah, but you also have to keep account, like, there's time, and then different levels have different S rank requirements. Like, they're like hidden values, essentially. Like, some of the things, when you look at the sortie, it'll basically tell you, like, hey, here's what you need to do. So, like, there's one level I really like, but it's so weird because it's it's like the one where you're a walking advertisement. It's a geographically big level, but the level itself is really short, because literally all you have to do is from the start point just fucking assault boost all the way to the end, destroy that big generator, fight two guys, and that's it. You don't have, at no point in the level do you have to do anything else. But anyway, that's a fun level. I really like it, because even though that's like all you really have to do in that level, there's a lot of really fun enemies that are just scattered around and stuff. So I've always enjoyed that level, but like getting an S rank on it's kind of hard, because once again, it's all the information's out there. But I'm saying, as someone that's just plain blind and trying to figure it out myself, it's kind of hard to telegraph what they want for it to be an S rank. But I can always go find the answers online. It feels a little bit better when I do it blindly. So the S ranks, I'm kind of going blind, but unlocking items, I'm doing that. I go online for that. I try to, because I want my shit. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, slow, mellow morning today. I think there's a hidden scoring system for routing enemies. Yeah, I mean, I would like to see a lot of the stuff behind the hood, like what values determine what particular things happen. I've been watching some videos of the world's best AC6 players, and they'll kind of talk about their builds and stuff. And a lot of them, some of the best players, it's not that they're inherently good at the game, is that they really, really understand the mechanics. So, for example, what is this? I think you called it shuffling or something. But basically, hey, what's up? I'll talk to you in a second. I'm just answering this other question. So you basically, basically you move, look, and thrust at a particular way, and you can basically zip to the other side of the map. And it has something to do with physics, because 3D modeling has a hard time with diagonals. So basically, when you look, it activates a portion of your thrusters, so that when you activate that, even though you've done a boost and you do this thing, it's like you're skipping, but it increases the speed. And that's true with a lot of games. 3D Worlds, whenever it has something, when you, Morrowind, for example, when you strafe, you actually walk faster diagonal, because the way that the game internally is accounting your speed values, but it doesn't do very well with diagonals. Are you ready to argue? I'm here to argue about anything, about everything. You might want to read the description before you say something you think is super original but is really just cringe. But otherwise, yeah, let's talk. What's up? And so a lot of the real technical strats are actually easier to do on keyboard than they are on mouse. Some things are easier with a mouse than with a keyboard. But obviously I think keyboard's king. It's just the problem with me is I fumble my fingers way too much. I constantly, that's why it's just having less buttons around me is just easier, because I'm all over the fucking place, and I fat finger all the time. I can't help it, my fingers constantly slide into one another. Fuck, if these buttons were maybe 3 times as far apart from each other, it wouldn't happen as often. I don't know. I have fucking issues, which is why I just use controller. So the fingers try harder all day. I'm sorry, I'm fucking lost. Okay, it's 9:02. So I'm thinking close to 10. That was the goal. The original goal, the original dream goal was to be out here around 6 and film until 10. But, 10's kind of the cutoff to do all the dad shit. So the fingers try harder all day. So lost. Yeah, I think it's kind of a lull right now. It's like that afternoon streaming slot was pretty decent. And then right now it's I mean, what am I gonna bitch, moan, and complain about today? I hate bitch, moaning, and complaining. Yeah, you very clearly didn't read the description, so that's kind of not what we do here. This isn't like your old high school debate class thing where you choose a stance and force me to take a stance on something that I have to argue for or against or whatever. That way you can get some sort of funny gotcha moment. No, that's not what we do here. Yeah, anyway. So basically, Foibles, come on, you're a mod, chill out. Yeah, for real, come on, Foibles. You can't fucking encourage the fucking trolls, god damn it. What's the purpose of having a mod if you're gonna fucking take the side of these internet idiots? Anyway. Yeah, we don't do that high school debate shit. If you want to debate something, you want to argue something, no, it's no. Wow, man, you never heard of something called nuance before, bro. No, it's like you're reading the title so verbatim, but you're actually also adding your own shit into it. So, blanket statement. Will I argue with anyone about anything? Yeah, of course, but I'm allowed to fucking have my own say in it, right? You choose the side for yourself. You don't get to choose the side for me, and then, hey, I might agree with you. I might disagree with you. Who fucking knows, right? That's not how it works. You want to talk about something, come on in and we'll talk about it. Like, fuck, man, we talked about airlines the other day. I mean, if you look at the YouTube shorts, you can see we talked about a whole bunch of all sorts of different shit, okay? That's the fun of it, right? Is that it's not like a gotcha moment, let's make fun of this weird fucking homeless guy. Well, namely me, just because the scruff. But you know what I mean. That's not kind of the point of it. I was mocking him, you goon. Yeah, I understand that, but like, no, it's one of those things where, come on, Foibles, come on. Do I really have to spell it out? We both know. The part of the Bible that talks about the morning star, oh my fucking God, which today is known as Lucifer, Satan, was originally about the brother. I mean, I hardly believe any of that shit anyway. So look, man, I appreciate Christ and everything that he did for us, but yeah, I don't give a fuck about the Bible. The book, it means fuck all to me. The physical, actual book and the stories there within, fuck it, dog shit. Who gives a fuck? It can burn in hell for all I care. It has little value in my actual day-to-day life. I don't think you got it. That's cool, bro. That's not really something for people to argue. That's just some fucking outlandish claim, but you know, I've got my, oh shit. I've got my own mental issues to handle, so, yo, you have fun with that, bro. Fucking meth is a hell of a drug. Oh, damn it. No, it's fine. I don't care. It's just, you know, I shouldn't have to say anything. That's all. Yeah, this is a weird one though. Like, here's the thing. I love the name of my stream because that's kind of the stream name for a long time. And the people who get it, they get it. But then there's the trolls that come in that think that they want to be funny. I wanted to post the whole quote from the theological book I was reading, but okay, I didn't know if you were like having a moment or if you were just trying to share something. So you were just trying to share something, okay. Okay, so you argue against all drugs, but can use? Makes sense. Once again, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck is this? Like, I'm trying to even find contextually what you're talking about. Like, I'm so fucking lost. I'm trying to keep up with whatever conversation you're having, but like, you're not making any sense about anything. I didn't argue shit about drugs. I love fucking weed. Are you goddamn kidding me? It's one of the few things that keeps my ass fucking sane. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to fucking sleep at night. So how do I argue against all drugs, but can... Yeah, I got fucking mental health shit because I'm all fucked up from my time in service. I think I probably called him like a crackhead or something. I don't know. My memory's dog shit too. Which, you gotta remember, this isn't... Look, That's roid rage, pal. Let's all kiss the. Let's all kiss the camera. That. No, never done steroids. I mean, as you can tell, I'm kind of like lanky and chubby, so no roids there. Yeah, so you got to remember, man. This is like Foibles knows this. This is kind of. I don't have any friends in real life. Everyone I know is in the military, or people that I've met like through video games over the years. So this is because it's. I don't have anyone near me I know and bond with and hang out with. This is how I raise my social meter in my life, right? But there's also an interesting element to it, is the disassociation of the screen. You as the chatter, and I know this because I've been whatever the fuck you're trying to be right now, so that's why it doesn't faze me too much. But I do find it really interesting because it's a disassociation thing. Because I can't see you, but you can see me, and then it's also vice versa when I've been in your shoes. There's a thing of disassociation. You hate all intimacy with your fans, especially the loyal foibles. Yeah, my fans, like, I absolutely hate intimacy with my fans. Mainly because most of my fans are guys and I'm into girls, but, you know, I will give love and appreciation, but no physical intimacy. I don't think they need that. It's not a joke or anything. I want a video where I can use scientific studies to demonstrate magic is real. Ooh. That's an isn't... You just kissed your forehead, content creator. Alright, well, hopefully this guy will make some clips of whatever the fuck he's talking about. Where do you get your fentanyl, dude? Like, you must be fucking tripping, bro. Only when we partake in girth gaming. That gets real fucking intimate. Let's see. Yeah, wait, so basically isn't magic and science essentially one and the same? It's just kind of, it's like, oh, these chemicals came together and it formed something else. This is magic. It's fucking chemistry, bro. It's science. But the people of old had no idea what the fuck that shit meant, so it's like, it's magic from the heavens. Quick, slice a virgin heart and feed it to the gods. Oh, Foibles is more than okay with this. He actually encourages it. You know, fuck, man. I used to be like a nothing streamer, and then Foibles and Photo came along and inspired me. But then I had a fucking mental health crisis, and I went away for several years. Now I'm fully medicated and back on the saddle, baby. But yeah. Don't talk to Foibles. Talk to me. How is it argue anything if you argue with me? What? I will argue with anyone about anything. That's not arguing with anyone. I mean, if you want to, like, you know, dictate the phonetics of, you know, how the title is, that's fine. We can kind of go back and forth. I like the title because it rolls off the tongue. Yeah, but grammatically it might sound a little I give you permission to play it on stream. Oh wait, you're making something yourself? I'm not a big fan of React content. I do think it's like the laziest form of, like, the only time I have done React content, I will put up one of my own things when I go, like, get a new coffee or something. Why do we have to do that when we've already done that in real life? God, man, what is up with this dude, man? Anyway, yeah, hold on. He can argue with all chat just because. Yeah, if you read the description, you guys will probably understand the nuance of what I'm trying to do here. It's one of those things. The people that have come in that get it, and the people that don't are either trolls or just, like, smooth brain. I don't know how else to tell you. If you want an argument, bring a position you want him to challenge. It's an established reward system. Ooh. Wait, we got a nugget of something good there, because that's something that we've been touching on. In reference to what? Because we've been talking about how fucking fucked up and broken the world is, and that comes from the perspective of someone that lives middle class and relatively comfortably, but I'm feeling it. Which definitely tells me, if I'm feeling it, I know everyone else is. Position, Foibles is worth kissing, even if far away. Worth kissing? Ugh, that's a hard sell with worth, because that kind of means that I would sacrifice doing other things to make that eventual reward happen. Foibles is worth a lot of time and attention, but if I have a wonderful missus here, it's just so much easier to just go into the next room and kiss her, as opposed to dropping everything that I'm doing and travel 2,000 miles to find whatever fucking hole Foibles has decided to lay in today. Yeah, forehead's pretty, it's pretty dope. I know, it's fucking huge, bro. Ugh. Alright, so where was I? So, scientific spirituality. So I tried it won't let me click through OBS, so I'm just gonna copy paste and go into YouTube and see what we can find. Can I just filter it by channel, you miserable fuck? God damn, YouTube. What's your shit look like? What is that? Set, Horus? One of those Egyptian fucks. There we go. Wom 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 wom. Ooh! Ooh! I think me and you are gonna be friends. Holy shit. Are you still here? Are you still here? I'm worthy of your kisses, Fakim. You know, hey man, if this was a Girth gaming session, man, we'd fill it up with all the homo shit. You know how we roll. Yeah, hopefully that scientific dude's still here, because I just saw something on his channel I want to say, but if he's not here, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm under no pressure, man. I won the fucking lottery, dude. I'm fucking winning at life. Could things be better? Yeah, but boom, there you go. The secular science of hell. I'm going to keep the tab open. Like I said, I'll watch it later. I just don't do the React content because it's lazy content. Maybe one day I will if there's something I could actually, But as of right now, it's just not my forte. I'm just here to kind of chill and just shoot the shit, and it's like with the troll over here. He seems to be having fun. We're going back and forth. Everyone's having a good time. But the scientific spirituality thing, I'm not a huge spiritual person. Like, I have my own somewhat religious beliefs, but I'm a little bit more flexible than most. But this title alone really piqued my interest, and I'll tell you why. I'm an author, and my most recent novel is Demon in a Bottle, which is about a guy that dies from a drug overdose. His soul goes to hell. He's presented an opportunity to no longer be like, hey, I'll give you an opportunity. I'll save you from utter damnation, but in exchange, you need to give us 10,000 souls, right? So it's kind of like Constantine and Dexter had a fucked up love child, and he was addicted to crack. So that's it. I only mentioned you go watch it because you'd be doing me a favor by giving me popularity. Bro, I am not the right person to ask for. I'll check it out. I will, but let's face facts, dude. I'm just some random guy here that's just streaming in his garage that has no plan, has nothing really to talk about, and I don't really have that massive of a following. So if you want to come use me to get popularity for you, I'm sorry, dude. If anything, less people will seek you out by my involvement. That's just how I feel. I don't mind humbling myself because that's the reality things. And, random with a destiny. Destiny's a fucking cuck. And that's not deformation. That's fucking accurate as fuck, bro. Well, See, the thing I don't like about people like Destiny and Hazan is they never shut the fuck up. Any fucking type of argument or debate that they get into, oh yeah, I mean, we had fun, don't get me wrong, but that's not gangbangers. 30, that was like 30, 40 was the average back in the day, back on Twitch. We had a lot of fun with that. But that was back when we used to bring people in on the show and stuff. I don't think I'm humble, because humble is kind of like you're greater and you're just bringing yourself like to a lower elevation. I'm just keeping it real, man. Will you do all your brag and gloat for you to... God, someone get this fucking guy a fucking dictionary or thesaurus. Fucking hell. Or fuck, maybe I need one. Like, I'm having fucking difficulty understanding half the shit y'all are saying. Dr. Dean Radin has published various books demonstrating that magic is real and human intent can influence random events. You're a real leader. Not... Okay, once again, not sure what in reference you're even talking about, but you do you, bud. Man, I honestly, no, I don't think magic is real at all. Can somebody do me the honor of... Nah, you're good. Foibles don't do it. Like, I'm not a super ban heavy, timeout heavy person. I'm a massive advocate for free speech, but, you know, like anything, there are things that need to have clear boundaries and some set limitations, you know, clear and present danger shit, whatever. But no, I don't want to fucking see. No, magic is sadly still magic. My English isn't my English. Maybe there's that. There's also that. I also have to remind myself that I live in a bubble, and I have to tell myself I am not the main character, which I fucking wouldn't want to be, because being just a fucking random NPC just it seems a lot easier than fucking fighting dragons and shit. That's cool. Anyway. Oh, it's funny. Because I would get bored. I fucking hate TikTok. I hate TikTok with a fucking passion. Do I have a TikTok account? Yeah, but I'm not going to go into it. I like to have my username claimed as me pretty much everywhere I go. Long story short. So, of course, I have a TikTok. That way, my username is there in case no one else, nobody at all can master my NPC dialogue, but you may try. Don't worry, I have a band light approaching him. Oh, yeah, I know you're good. I was just letting him know. Fuck, bro. Foibles lets people get away with most shit, and I think he's a pretty good advocate for how I feel about those things, so yeah, we're usually on a pretty even keel. But yeah, TikTok, what this dude's essentially doing now, I do on TikTok all the time. There will be times where I'll just be fucking bored, and then I'll like go on TikTok, and like I'll scroll through and I'll say shit like Jesus blows dudes for meth money, or I'll be like, Hail Satan, and it fucking, most always it gets ignored and timed out, or sometimes people like give me a face or whatever, and then it's when they block me I really like, because it's actually quicker for me to say something stupid and fucked up in a live on TikTok. It's quicker for them to just ban me than it is for me to dig through their profile to go and like block them, What the fuck? Okay, well, I'm witnessing a sexual assault in process. That's fucking wonderful. Jesus Christ. Oh, come on. See, the stream's fine here. Load here. Let me see my shit, bro. He's given all his power to Satan. Well, I don't believe in Satan, so saying Hail Satan means absolutely nothing to me. So, but in my novel, obviously there's a version of Satan, because hell and everything is, the book's all about that. But anyway, it's like I don't know. I think it's mainly because like ultimately on most things I just don't give a fuck, man. A fictional simulation of sexual assault at best. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, you basically, yeah, it didn't need to be said. Yeah, now you killed the joke. Great. More about this channel. Wait. So the channel joined in a long time ago, but he recently started updating stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna mute this. I just kind of want to see the style of the video.
This video.
Nice voice right off the rip, bro. Yes, you read that right. I'm not going to talk about hell from a biblical perspective, but rather from the perspective of someone who has researched near-death experiences, including those that involve hellish aspects. See, dude, this lines up like right up my fucking alley, right? When I do like for example, Demon in a Bottle, I did heavy research on Dante's Inferno, which is one of my favorite classic literary works. Did a lot of nuances about the natures of sin and all that, and something like this to kind of go a little bit more in depth on another perspective of hell. This is something that grants a lot of inspiration for me, that allows me to make the kind of weird shit that I make. Oh, what? Dante's Inferno or Demon in a Bottle? Written by Dante Alighieri, like back in what was it? 1600s, 1400s, some long fucking time ago. Perhaps you'll open that book for Demon. Oh, no, not Inferno. Inferno, that particular one's got some risque pictures in it. Can't do that. Because perhaps not. But I can show off Demon in a Bottle because that is my own work, and there's no nudes, so that helps. So, yeah, these are just proofs. These aren't complete, obviously. I want you to advertise your very own novel. Well, yeah, I hate shilling my own shit, but I think it's fine to talk about my stuff because pretty much anything that I talk about and show you guys, you can literally find for free right now on my YouTube channel. So to me, it's like, am I really shilling? No, because I'm not expecting you guys to pay anything other than a little bit of your time. Demon in a Bottle, it's an hour long. Here in this, I find the few 7 deadly sins my life consumed, my blood strive, my sins drained, the second chance I take from the world where sins remain, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so, this is the illustrated version of Demon in a Bottle, which, obviously, the pages are done, but I need to bind it and all that jazz. So, it took a tremendous amount of time to work on. So, but it's a small read, and cause it's only an hour long, the audiobook. So there's a good chance what I'll do is I'll wait until Cantos 2 and 3 are also done, because they're written like short stories. You can do all the shit you want. I am the deadly sin of sloth. Funny that you mentioned that, because Barfazal is the demon lord of sloth, and he's the guy that Frank makes the deal with. Very astute. Don't know what that word is, but okay. Yeah, so this Demon in a Bottle, I've had a lot of fun writing it. It's one of the more weird, obscure things that I've written because it's a cult horror. Oh, no. This is a proof. If you're not familiar with how bookbinding works, this is a proof. This is the interior of the book. The actual cover. The cover is a complete... The actual cover is a completely separate element to the pages. So, it's not that I am too lazy and didn't do the cover, is that the cover is a separate thing from what this is. And because this is going to be bound, I haven't decided what the exact cover is going to be. Just beware of Lucifer. You are mine, not Pride's monkey. All right, yeah, I thought you were being normal for a minute, then you went back to being weird. God damn it. You can tweet it at me, at Mace Valor. But as far as like, so there's different kind of covers that I already have made up. I'm sorry, it's interesting. There's things that are showing up on here that aren't showing up on here. So, trying to figure out why that is. Yeah, that's my Twitter. Anyway, yeah, so for like paperback I have a cover done. For the ebook I have a special cover for that. Okay, this is just nonsense now. But as far as the bound version, that's gonna like it's gonna have like its own leather cover, which I'm probably gonna find some way to like etch the star, because the star is an important element of the story, the 7-pointed star. I'll probably etch that somewhere with the title and all that stuff. Could do like a leather burn. That would be nice, but we'll kind of see as we get there. Like I said, because it's so thin, I just didn't want it to, look, you do your thing, man. I'm having trouble taking you seriously. I'm just gonna be real, like cutting all the bullshit right now. I'm having a tremendous amount of time taking you seriously in any facet, so if I'm coming off as a little bit rude, sorry, but I mean, look at your contribution to the conversation, and I can't help it, just batshit fucking crazy. It makes no fucking sense. I'm trying to make sense and follow along, but goddamn. Oh, fuck me. Where was I? Demon on a bottle, dog shit. Alright, let's take a look at Twitter. Let's see what's fucked up and fired. Someone got fired. Fun. It's political stuff. Adam Sheffitt went on national television and told the American public another lie, claiming that the reservoirs were full at the initiation of these fires. Alright, that was a lie. Japanese... fuck, I can't even find anything on Twitter. Twitter's fucking dog shit. I'm in the printing and event promotion business. Make sure you call me insubordinate. So, how would you be insubordinate? You're not below me. I don't work for whoever the fuck you work for. I'm not one of your bosses or some shit. No, in literature, no. Like, some of the best works I've read, holy shit, make no sense to me, but they're wonderful reads. So, Three Body Problem's a personal favorite, but I've read that more than enough to understand it. But holy shit, House of Leaves fucking gets me, man. Like, it's a dense read, and a lot of the subject material, you're like constantly scratching your head. It's compelling to say the least. But biggest recommendation if anyone wants like a, oh my god, it's a really good coffee table book, but don't just have it as a coffee table book. Actually read the fucking thing. Oh shit, what's in here? Magic cards. That's alright. That must be where I left off. Anyway. It was hard to write. It must be hard to read. Dude, I'm pretty damn sure that this thing... Like, I haven't gone into, like, any of the stuff of the author or whatever, but, like, the read is very difficult just because of the way it's structured. But once you figure out with all the addendums and, like, the footnotes, and you can essentially, like, almost like not a choose your own adventure, because there is technically a structured path, but, man, the way that you find out information by going back and forth is fucking dope. Yeah, House of Leaves, big recommendation. These are notes for God Machine. Oh, holy shit. I actually wrote a lot more than a different story, but I digress. I digress. The Bible mentions Zeus confidently over. That's cool, dude. Let's challenge that book in your hand. How many times does it mention Zeus? Oh, wait. Was it House of Leaves? I wasn't paying attention. I already put it away. This, yeah, in this notebook, not this notebook, the red one. Yeah, no, at no point is Zeus ever mentioned in that shit. I want to say, all my friends, that you do not fear mentioning Zeus. Well, hold on. I want to say to all my friends that you do not fear mentioning Zeus at all for a demon in a bottle. Oh, I don't know. No, demon. Well, at least Canto 1, Zeus never comes up. Like, why the fuck would he? That's Greek mythology. It's Orthodox Catholic mythology. You know, it's Catholic mythology. That's kind of the realm of that. You know. Is what being an adult Arthur is all about. Man, you heard. We're all fucking over the place, dude. Anyway. Someone else please come and talk. I am slowly losing my fucking mind. Well, you're published for opposition as all religion. That's cool, dude. Oh, wait, you mean punished, not published. And then congratulations. I'm sorry. Don't know what in the fuck you're talking about. Thought it was an interesting idea to think, since Paradise Lost mentions fallen angels building a gleaming palace, the ultimate direction of God's authority is to lessen the suffering of man. Bro! Fucking, you pop up in here after so long and drop some fucking salty, tasty brain knowledge like that. Fuck yeah. It's exactly what we need. Not whatever all this fucking other coked out shit is. I appreciate it. That's good. I'll touch on that in a minute. Where the fuck was I? Let me go over that again. Astute, you called me? Did I? I don't remember calling you that. If I did, then alright, whatever. I thought it was an interesting idea to think that since Paradise Lost mentions fallen angels building a gleaming palace, the ultimate direction of God's authority is to lessen the suffering of man. Wow, man. See, that part really kind of gets me. Because, like, that's like the one problem I have with, like, the Bible as it is. Because, dude, I spent a lot of time in youth group in high school. I was, really active in that community. But one of the things I didn't like was the hypocrisy. There was a lot of hypocrisy within the church. Like, I would have people and friends that were at church, but the moment that service was over, they just turned into complete cunts. Like, especially the girls. The girls would act all fucking high and mighty and all this stuff, and the moment church was over, they're getting fucking plowed in the parking lot by, like, the youth pastor or some shit. But not verbatim. That's, you know what I mean. It's, like, the moment that they fucking leave church, they just turn into sinful little cunts. And that's fine, they can be, but they would turn into real mean bitches. Like, there's this girl that at youth group was nice to me at youth group, but she just didn't like me, which is fine. I don't rub everybody the right way, and that's fine. Yo, what's up, Alex? So, where the fuck was I? I get distracted so easily. But yeah, there was this other girl that I was in the process of trying to court. I remember her name was Lace, and we were both really into each other, but we were both really shy. And so, I remember one day after service, I guess that she had, like, her and the other girls and some of the boys, they were going to go to the mall or whatever. And Lace had asked them, like, oh, let's bring Zach. And she was like, no. Like, why not? It's like, oh, we don't want to hang out with Zach outside of church. and Lace couldn't understand why. And it was, the cool thing was, she didn't want to go with them anymore. It's like, well, because Lace was she was far more devout than me. Lace, out of every girl at that church, she was the, the good little Christian girl, and anyway, so she was offended that they would exclude me for no reason other than the fact that they didn't like me. She felt that they were being two-faced, and she also let me know. And it's like, that was one of the few times where it's like, you not just feel the hypocrisy, but you have a prime example of it. If God's judgment is painful childbirth and thorns, then show God's judgment is unjust. One has to simply be better than him in spite of his ability to abuse his massive authority. No, I wouldn't say Lace was the one that got away. I think Lace was, she was a person that came to me at a point in my life where I kind of needed some sort of spiritual awakening. And yeah, she showed me that not all people that are part of the church are like the other people I had mentioned. And she helped open my eyes, like, hey, not everyone's like this, number one. But also, number two, there are a lot of people like this, and here's some proof. So you might want to, adjust moving forward. So, but yeah, like the whole spitting in face of God thing, it's a very interesting concept, because that's the one thing about the Christianic God that most depictions of God that I have a hard time understanding. You have this Old Testament God that's like fucking fire and brimstone and is just a total fucking dick for no fucking reason. It's kind of like the way I talk to AI. Like, we've created AI and I treat AI like fucking garbage that it is. But that's basically Old Testament God, right? And then you have Jesus that comes through, complete 180, and he's like, hey, let's just be cool to each other, right? And then they fucking kill him. And then no one learned the fucking lesson, and we're still dog shit to each other, and we're still emphasizing the wrath of God over the love of Christ, which is why ultimately I'm like, what the fuck is this? If the love of Christ is supposed to trump everything, then how come all these fucking uber religious people still fucking want to bash gay people? Like all this shit like that. Like, why be such crazy intense gatekeepers? I don't know. It's like I said, it just opened my eyes to, like, I like the message of Christ. His dad is a dick and go fuck himself. But they're one and the same. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Is what it is. Take it however you want. But yeah, it's like, it's such a weird, it's like, it's hypocritical, man. It really is. Remember that all part. Ugh. So, Alex, what's up? It must have been God's will that Jesus died, because otherwise God is not all powerful. Likewise, Jesus' crucifixion would have been a perpetual reminder of the triumph of evil. I mean, yeah, when you look at things from a secular mindset and you like kind of remove like all the nice religious fluff out of it, that's most likely what people are going to remember. When you look, if this was a historical event, let's say, most people would be focusing on the fact that evil won out in that instance, because it almost always does. Look at this fucking CO Luigi thing. Evil is most likely going to win out, as we've been seeing. The response of the government has been outlandish, and then soon after we had that girl that was lit on fire in a subway. That's not terrorism. And what? Why wasn't that guy getting perp walked? Oh wait, because he was an illegal alien? Oh, what? Because he also had a record? Oh, we can't have that on the news. That's bad for our fucking agenda. It's like, God allow this man all the fame he desires, which is right where I'm at right now. That's what I'm comfy with. But I would like my books to get a little bit more attention. I don't care about me, the person, no, but the work, the things that I actually create and present to the world, those are the things I want to have last, Eternal punishment, of course, is the hallmark of love, kindness, and mercy. If you were a God that is interested in well-being of silly mortals, the first thing you do is make sure their lives on Earth are defined by starvation, disease due to lack of modern science. I mean, like, so here's the thing. I'm not... Pal, your unborn children are trapped in your books. Not sure what that means. Yeah, so the thing, like, here's the thing, man. I'm not saying that there isn't a God. I believe in God, but my interpretation of God is different from a lot of people. Because when you say the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end, and it is all-knowing, what does that say to you? The fuck, man, that describes the four fundamental forces of nature and the physical reality in which we embody. It describes the fucking universe. But to say that, you know, this mass collection of matter on a macro scale has some form of consciousness that will pinpoint itself to a very finite point within that space known as Earth, and then utilize its incredible capabilities to just fucking stalk us and judge us for all eternity. What? Like, sounds really cool, and then as you go down the line, I'm like, wait a minute, you have so much other shit you could be doing, bro. Like, hey, thanks for the like, or at least telling me about it. Don't you want a pat in the back? Not necessary, you don't have to do it. We're just here for the vibes, man. You want to hear to talk shit? Cool. You want to come here to fucking, like, talk about this weird religious shit that will probably get me thrown into the fucking gates of hell, if they are indeed true, then yeah, let's do that too. I wouldn't consider it's not mocking God, it's criticizing the established religions of the world, which are interpreted by man. So if anything, I am mocking, if you want to use that term, but I am criticizing man's depiction of God. We're in his imagine, and your part. Wait, we're in his image is the part you're forgetting. Yeah, okay. Let me guess, you also believe that the earth was created like 6,000 years ago. Dude, one day, hopefully one day, which will probably not, because my idea of the great filter, of, you know, where is everybody out in the universe, I think that the great filter itself is actually intelligence, because that encompasses kind of a broad thing, right? So first off, you have the emergence of intelligence in the first place, right? You know, self-aware, sentient, you know, all these things, right? Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's like, this is us, therefore we're saying God made God made us to be like him, but we look at God. You know, if I were to actually think of what God would look like, it would be something from a physical perception. Let's all things saying, you know, thought exercise, right? Don't take it too serious. But let's say God's real, and you know, he presented before us in our physical space. One, I think that would be very difficult. Obviously, not difficult for him, or her, or it, or whatever, but anything with that level of power can be whatever shape it wants to be, but its truest form would have to be in whichever dimension it hails from, at which point, because of our own physiological makeup, is designed to work within this particular dimension and universe with this particular sets of rules of physics, our eyesight would not work within that realm, if that makes sense. While speaking, you cannot promote typos, because all typos are written. Fun fact. Sure. All right, it's 9:47. So this is your guys' warning. I'm going to kill this at 10 because I got dad shit to do. Dear God Challenger, say why a chicken for all future views. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make any shorts out of this, but that's fine. This definitely seems like a more off the rails one than we've normally done. Yep, that's the plan. Stargate was a government psychic remote viewing program. See, there's a lot of like conspiracy theories that I just don't follow. Like, I don't follow, well, how to, not that I don't follow them, is that I don't subscribe to them. I don't believe in them, but I know of them. There are ones, there's a lot out there, most of which I just like, okay, yeah, whatever. But some I'm like, hold on now. Hold the fuck on now. So like the JFK assassination, hold the fuck on now. Hold the fuck on now. 9/11, get that shit out of here. Fucking Flat Earth, get that shit out of here. You know, the Sandy Hook shit, get that shit out of here. You know? Like those things, come on, why are we even fucking discussing these fucking well-known, proven fucking things? Why are you guys adding weird shit? The Earth is fucking not flat, dude. That shit. And it's like, it's not that it makes me angry, it's just, it makes me fucking sad. And it's like, because I hear a lot of that stuff from people that are otherwise really fucking intelligent. And that's what fucking gets me. It's like, wait a minute, you're actually a really smart, intellectual person. But somehow you think the Earth is flat. And you fucking die hard believe it and will go out of your way to do everything you can to prove that it's flat, but every single one of your experiments prove that it's a globe. But you still believe it's flat. What is going on in your brain? It's not the conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy this talked about by the guy who's the head of the program. Oh, that's what I was getting towards. So shit like government related shit, a lot of times, there's proof in the pudding there. With a lot of declassified docs that come out. Like MK Ultra and shit. Wait, was that the one where they made that movie, The Men Who Stare at Goats? Which was such a fucking slow, bizarre movie. I don't know if I'd ever watch it again, but I don't regret watching it. It was just weird. No idea what that word means. Sorry. Ah, okay, yeah, there we go. You know, there was actually a really funny mockumentary I watched. I can't remember what it was, but it was basically about the moon landing. Fuck, I really wish I could remember the name of it. But basically, it was a mockumentary about them faking the moon landing, and it was really good. And it's like, for the people that believe the moon landing was fake, I think that particular mockumentary would really make them believe even more so. It was very well done. I really wish I could remember the fucking name of it. But, you know, obviously there's been more than enough, you know, science that has come out to debunk that shit to begin with, so. Let's see. So throughout this stream, we've had 930 dropped frames, which is 0.3%, so I will consider that good. We've been streaming for about an hour. Remember, all I designate. Whatever that means, sure. Oh, let me get one more snab at Twitter, see if the world's still on fire. And I'm not just talking about California. Gavin Newsom, I can't believe Gavin Newsom survived that fucking recall, dude. That guy is such a piece of shit. Hatsune Miku? Who the hell is that? They're trending for some reason. Some Fortnite dog shit. JP Morgan, fires are trending, of course. Actually, more so than the last couple days. What's different now? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, it's just people talking about the fire. It's not really any news on it, so. Thanks, Twitter, for fucking being as unhelpful as always. well, I think the stream is slowing down, and as much as I'm glad to have someone in here to contribute, yeah, I appreciate you coming here to contribute, but oh, yeah, the IG's kind of more of a private thing. I mean, it's open, but it's not. I don't do content stuff there. Best place to find me is on Twitter, because that's where I do most of my shit posting. So, if you want to check out the audiobooks, feel free to. They're here on YouTube for free. Just takes your time. But then aside from that, Twitter's probably the best place. But aside from that, yeah, I do appreciate you engaging in the chat. But like I said, for full transparency, I couldn't understand most of the conversation, couldn't really make heads or tails. Definitely not going to be doing a collab with anyone, but the scientific spirituality stuff does kind of tickle my fancy from certain perspectives, so I'm definitely going to check that out. But as far as this account with the blue picture, yeah, thanks for dropping by and fucking confusing the ever-living dog shit out of me for an hour and 20 minutes. So, as always, I'm your oh so glorious and beloved Mace Valor, signing off.